Today's video is on Gelli Printing Techniques with a Dragonfly Stencil and Masks. We're going to be using an exciting new stencil with dragonflies and a lotus in it and make some fun prints that you can either mount to panel or use in collage. Let's get started. So I've been playing with these new dragonfly stencils and masks and having some really fun results. And so I'm gonna do one of each with you guys today. I've got my 8x10 jelly plate here, rice paper to roll off the brayers, 3 4-inch brayers. I've got 32-pound copy paper stock, which is what I'm using because I plan to mount the best of these to board. And then my usual tools, my Duplo, which I'm completely hooked on right now. I've got this new butterfly coaster that I found at Goodwill. And yeah, so let's get started. We'll do the quicker one first, and then the second one takes a little bit longer because it's more involved. So I've got primary yellow, some Indian yellow hue, some Quinacridone gold, which is Holbein, which I'm experimenting with because Golden has discontinued it. So that is terrible news. I want a little bit of white in here, I guess. And so I'm trying to find what would be the replacement. All right, so we'll just get a base print here. Well, that came out very nicely. That's just our first layer there. We'll put some interest on here. I'm going to use Quinacridone burnt orange, a little bit more of the Quinacridone gold. I'm going to put in a little bit of Quinacridone magenta here and brayer that out. And I should have gotten this ready. The ones that I was using before, I kind of already, well, they don't last too long. They start to fail for obvious reasons. They're kind of delicate. So we will put this on here, some leaves. And then I'm gonna add in Duplo, which I'm just hooked on right now. I can't quit. And my little teething tool here. Throw in some glass and get this print ready. I'm gonna get the ghost right on this print. Collect all the texture from the leaves and the flowers. And that's looking very good there. I just realized I didn't tell you that it's currently 90 degrees outside and we've got 16% humidity. If you hear some big rumbling sounds, it's probably the air conditioning coming on. This is teal, phthalo turquoise, a little bit of Quinacridone magenta, and some titanium white. And we will brayer that out. Switch brayers here. God, that's pretty. And for this one, we're going to use the masks themselves. I guess I want to go this way this time. And these are so fun because you can lay them out any way you want to. And I'm going to use a couple of just Tyvek stencils here as well, and butterfly coaster here. Okay. That might have been too much paint on there. I think we're okay. All right. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty fun. Okay, so now we've got this, which we can pick up if we want to. Just going to use one of these that I've been using for pickup to get this, and then we'll start on our other piece, and this will be a base for something at some point. All right, so I want to have a very dark surface under my dragonflies, which I'm going to do light. I'm going to go with green, a very blue-green kind of color, a little bit of yellow here. Okay. And this will be our base. Okay, great start. All right, for the next layer, I want a very dark dioxazine purple, a little bit of quinacridone magenta. I'm actually going to use black. And we'll just sneak in there a little bit of the teal here and there. I feel like that's a little bit too much paint on the plate. I'm going to try and brayer some of that up. Okay, and again, I'm going to put out some leaves and different things that I love to give interest to this second layer, and that will show up in the dragonflies. And then my Duplo again, my glass piece, a little more of this glass. All right, and then we will press this down. Oh gosh, that's pretty. Okay, I am gonna, though, get the ghost right on this print. You can see how quickly the blossoms get worn out. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love that color combination, wow. Okay, and this is picking up a little bit of paint from what was on the flowers, which is also really interesting. Okay. Wow. Okay, that's looking very good. Now we'll do our dragonflies. On top of that, for the top, I want a very light color. We're going to kind of play off the green purple with some Titan buff here, some iridescent bright gold, and a little bit of quinacridone gold. And we'll brayer that out. Now this is looking a little thin, and it might be hard to cover our darkness, but let's see, which way do I want to do it? Do I want to do it this way so it'll be opposite? Let's try it. Okay. All right, almost ashamed to cover that up, but we can make more. Okay, this is looking pretty good. Just checking to make sure I've got all the prints there. And there is the print. Now it's a little hectic, I see that. So I'm going to, actually just let me pick this up really quickly here. We're gonna do, we'll save this one for another project, but I'm gonna pick this up. Okay. Well, not much to see, but it's a good base, so we'll use that for something else. Now for this, I'm gonna lighten these up just a little bit more, lighten this up, add a little bit of color and color to here, and then I'm going to put some a detail on the wings so they have that really cool effect. And the jelly plate holds it in place while I'm doing what I'm doing here, so that's super handy. So I'm going to set this right back down and strategically bring some things out here. Okay, so use a little bit of Pyro Orange, a little bit of a Reflex Rose. This is an Amsterdam ink here. And some of the Liquitex Basics white. And this is a mini foam stamper. So we're gonna just bring some more color in here and contrast selectively here and start on this too. Okay, then changing that out, I want one that's a little bit, I want to use a little bit of Periwinkle, Dilutions Periwinkle. Really want to give that, you know, illusion of iridescence and lightness to the dragonfly wings and the leaves of the lotus. And then we need to add green to that, some green to those lotus leaves. A little white to that too. Kind of lost my green though. Let's add a little bit of green back in there. Yeah, that's looking good. All right, and then we need a little bit more pink in that Lotus, I feel. Also some Quinacridone magenta. I guess I need a little white with that. And then a little bit of dark, I think, in there as well. Okay, I think that's good. And now we will do a this is a Tim Holtz stencil. I will leave a link for you and the information below the video. Of course, I did cut the edges off, and we're gonna go with, gosh, I think I want to go with iridescent pearl and white for this. One more little stamper, and of course these have to be rinsed out after you use them, or they are not usable again. Okay, there's one. Two. Three. Four. Let's just put a little bit of brightness at the top of this lotus. And I think that's pretty good. So let's see what we got done here. Okay, well that's pretty great. I will take that. And so we got both of these done today. Pretty fun. And then if you decide you want to like mount maybe this one to panel and then work it up a little bit more, I'm going to do a video on that as well, so stay tuned. I hope you had fun. Thanks for watching. It's Vicki Reed with Paint by Heart, and I'll see you next time.